My name is Kara Zor-El. 24 years ago, my planet was in peril. My cousin, Kal-El, was sent to a planet called Earth. You may know his story, but you don't know mine.
On Earth, you will do extraordinary things.
Until now.
You must go. I love you, Kara.
Sorry. I'm calling about the correspondence dinner. I need to make sure Ms. Grant doesn't end up next to Bill O'Reilly again.
Hey, I was wondering if maybe you want to, I don't know, go see a movie tonight.
I can't. I'm sorry. I have a date.
Date? Fun. Dating's fun.
She's here.
How do you do that?
The only reason I bought this building was because it had a private elevator. That way, I don't have to get soaked in cheap cologne every morning getting to my office, find out who used it, have them reprimanded or bathed. I don't care which.
Here's your latte. Hot.
Oh, that'll be new and different.
Hello? I've seen this picture. It won a Pulitzer.
Yeah, only because it was the first real shot of him. Little secret, he actually posed for that. Guess he likes me.
Oh my God, you're Jimmy Olsen, the photographer from the Daily Planet.
James Olsen. I never got your name.
Gosh, hi. Kara.
Wow. I have a conference in Geneva, and I need to be on a plane in 2 hours.
I have a blind date in a half an hour, and I need you to help me pick out what to wear.
Why do you do this to me?
Because I'm your sister and you love me. I feel like I'm not living up to my potential.
I just fetched layouts and coffee.
You always wanted to be normal. This is what normal looks like.
I'm not normal. I can lift a bus, stop a bullet. Alex, I can fly. At least I think I can.
Flight 237 bound for Geneva is circling the city after an engine failure.
Did he say Geneva? Alex.
We just lost another engine. We're going down.
Brace for impact.
Come on!
Who is the mystery flying woman who saved the plane?
You exposed yourself. You're out there now, Kara. Everyone will know about you, and you can't take that back.
I don't want to.
Media magnate Cat Grant dubbed National City's new female hero, Supergirl.
We can't name her that.
We didn't.
Shouldn't she be called Superwoman?
What do you think is so bad about girl? I'm a girl, and your boss, and powerful, and rich, and hot, and smart. So if you perceive Supergirl as anything less than excellent, isn't the real problem you?
Kara?
I'm going to tell you something about me that for most of my life, I've run from it. But last night, I embraced who I am, and I don't want to stop.
Oh my God, you're a lesbian. Oh, Kara, that's why you're not into me. This is great news.
I'm not gay. I'm her. The woman who saved the plane.
Okay, right. Kara, what are you doing? Hey! Kara! You're her.
Yep. I'm not flying around saving people in this thing. Where's my cape?
Capes are lame. You can tell your cousin I said so. Actually, never do that. So, to be a superhero, you need a crime. There's a car chase on the 112 freeway.
I could do a car chase.
A cape aids with aerodynamics. I should have thought of that.
West National City Banksman. Suspects are armed and dangerous.
You sure you're bulletproof?
Hope so.
All right, the new cape is made from a structured polymer composite. It's much sturdier than... And, this one has the S for super, just like your cousin.
It's not an S. It's my family's coat of arms, the House of L.
Welcome to the Department of Extra Normal Operations. The
DEO monitors and protects Earth from extraterrestrial presence.
These beings, some of them have powers from your darkest nightmares.
I can help you stop them.
I don't trust aliens. You want to help? Go back to getting someone's coffee.
Kara, it's me. I know what you're thinking, but the world needs you to fly. And so do I.
So what do we do now?
First things first. You need to change.
This is my fight song. I didn't travel 2,000 light years just to be an assistant. People of this city will die. You have to let me stop it.
Make sure you win.
My cousin wanted me to do this? Why didn't he just tell me?
Because he wanted you to choose it for yourself. Same way he did. Here, from him.
It's the blanket he was wrapped in when he was a baby.
Apparently, this cape won't shred.
Thank you.
Now, don't you have a city to protect? You know, up and away.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So this is going to be a breakdown of the Supergirl footage. I know you have a lot of questions about when it's going to air, how it's going to tie in with the other DC TV shows, so I'll try to answer all those questions. Right off the bat, if this looks like The Flash and Arrow, that's because it's made by the same people that make The Flash and Arrow. CBS and CW are owned by the same company. Greg Berlanti Productions produces all the stuff. There's rumors that there is a clause in his Supergirl contract that they had to allow it to cross over with Arrow and The Flash. That's not confirmed, so don't plan on a whole lot of Season 1 crossovers. But it's a lot easier for them to cross this over with the other shows than it is for the other DC TV shows. The reason why they're probably doing this backstory, I mean, everybody knows Superman's backstory, we've seen it 1,000 times, but not everybody understands that Kara is his cousin and that she also came from Krypton. CBS as a network isn't necessarily known for superhero shows, so most of its audience probably aren't really familiar with how she's different from Superman. This is actually a nice shot of Superman. Everyone wonders if he's going to be in the pilot. He'll have brief cameos, like, we see a lot of references to him. Jimmy Olsen talks about working with him. Superman exists in this universe, but I don't know how much we'll see him. And no, Dean Cain is not playing Superman. As you can see too, Helen Slater is not playing her mother, like a lot of people thought she might. She actually played Superman's mother on the Smallville TV series. And just in general, you can think of this TV show as what Smallville could have been. When the series picks up, she'll be out of school, like fresh out of school in National City. This isn't Metropolis where she's at. She'll be working for Cat Grant, played by Callista Flockhart, which I think is kind of funny. She'll be like the funny villain in the series. Not the real villain, but an antagonist to Kara Danvers. That's her alter ego. That's like her Clark Kent. The real overarching villain of the series is actually going to be Hank Henshaw. Although as we see him, she's actually working with him, so it might be one of those Harrison Wells Eobard Thawne situations for those that have been watching The Flash. As in someone who treats her like a friend, but is secretly working against her. I do like the Clark Kent vibe she's giving off, like total klutz. It's a little more authentic to her character. She knows about her powers, but as you saw in the trailer, like she's still kind of figuring them out. Like she doesn't know that she's bulletproof. So imagine like a sped up version of Smallville seasons 9 and 10 when Clark was like really figuring his powers out, like learning new abilities. Here's where things get really interesting. This character is actually Toyman from the comics. He's a tech expert at Catco working with Kara Danvers. Catco is like the name of the company they work at. Toyman is a very famous Superman villain, but here in the trailer he seems like her friend. So this is just one of those situations where you have a really big character with the potential that they could turn into a villain in a future season. That's one of the things I feel like The Flash has done really well. It's introduced characters like Caitlin Snow, who are villains in the comics, but are friendly on the TV show. It just gives them more room to develop characters over time. I like that he helps her workshop her powers and her costume. I know it seems like he has a total boner for her in the trailer, but her boyfriend in the series will be Jimmy Olsen. He's being played by Makad Brooks, who you might recognize. The cool thing about him in the series is that he's already worked with Superman, so he'll be more of a genuine advisor to her, or someone for her to confide into, who you know probably will not turn into a villain in the future. You have to have at least a few characters you know you can count on to be good people. Jimmy Olsen, of course, just going to be one of those. I like the way he communicates Superman's ideas for Kara. He wanted you to become this, but he wanted you to choose it just like he did. This is Kara's adoptive sister. Obviously, Supergirl was adopted just like Superman was adopted. In the context of the series, she's playing a doctor working for Hank Henshaw. Most people probably know her as a doctor from Grey's Anatomy, which I think is kind of funny. Then we have the man himself. This is Hank Henshaw. Most of you know him as the cyborg Superman. Just pump the brakes on the theories because this is season 1. I think what we might see is him gradually take on aspects of his comic book persona. What might happen here is they might turn into enemies over time, like over the course of a couple seasons. David Harewood, just like Tom Cavanaugh in The Flash, is an amazing actor, so I'm hoping actually both those series don't lose those characters. So what we're probably going to see in the pilot episode is her workshop the costume, workshop her powers, introduce all the main characters, and convey what the arc of the season's going to be. The main villain of the pilot is going to be this alien here. He's called Vartox. He's just like an alien convict that's been hiding out. Once Supergirl comes out in public as Supergirl, he'll try to destroy her, but there's a lot we don't know about the narrative of that yet. Just that he will be the big bad of the pilot, but not of the overarching series. If you remember the Flash episode 1, think of him as like Weather Wizard from that. So you guys can let me know, like, what are you most excited about for Supergirl? I love how much it looks like the Flash. Really fun with a lot of comedy and some great special effects. It's on CBS, so the good thing is they probably have a little bit more money in their production budget. It was picked up for a full series, but the rumor is that they had to shorten the run just a little bit to fit it all into their production schedule. So there might only be like 20 episodes. They haven't confirmed that yet. It's going to premiere in November. They don't have an exact date yet. I know that seems kind of late in the year. They'll probably have some more news about that by the time I post my next Supergirl bonus video, so don't worry, I'll post an update as soon as they announce something. Just to reiterate though, in terms of tone, like what this series is going to look like, think of it as like the most awesome version of Smallville you could imagine, with the tone of the Flash. So I'll be doing tons more Supergirl videos as we move into the summer bonus video season. Be sure to subscribe to get everything. If there's anything specifically, any comic book related stuff you guys want me to do, just let me know. In case you guys haven't seen it, I did a video that talks a little bit about her backstory in the comics. You can click here to watch that, and you can click here to watch my Arrow finale video. I'll post that later tonight. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.